Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today, we are going to discuss a topic that has been debated for years: UFO sightings by police officers. Throughout history, there have been many reports of UFO sightings, but those made by police officers hold more weight in terms of credibility. So, let's take a look at some of the most credible UFO sightings by police officers. The first is the Illinois police chase incident. The incident took place on January 5, 2000, when multiple police officers in different locations in southern Illinois reported seeing a bright object in the sky. Some witnesses initially thought it was a plane on fire or in distress, but as they got closer, they realized it was a metallic, oval-shaped object with no visible means of propulsion. One of the officers who reported the sighting was Sergeant James Barton of the Millstadt Police Department. He was driving on Route 163 when he saw a bright light in the sky. He initially thought it was a plane or helicopter, but as he got closer, he realized it was something he had never seen before. He described it as a perfectly round, metallic object, with a haze or aura around it. He estimated it was about the size of a house and hovering approximately 200 feet off the ground. Another officer who reported the sighting was Deputy Sheriff Craig Stevens of the St. Clair County Sheriff's Department. He was driving near Lebanon when he saw the same object in the sky. He described it as a dome-shaped object with red and green lights flashing around it. He estimated it was about the size of a school bus and hovering at about 300 feet off the ground. Both officers reported that the object was completely silent and moved in an erratic manner. They also reported that their squad car radios were affected by the object, with static and interference occurring while they were in its proximity. The officers followed the object for several miles, but they were unable to keep up with it. Eventually, the object disappeared from sight. The incident was documented in an official police report, and the National UFO Reporting Center also received numerous reports from witnesses who saw the object that night. Despite the investigation and the number of credible witnesses, no explanation was ever given for the object. Some skeptics have suggested that the object could have been a weather balloon or some other type of military experiment, but there is no conclusive evidence to support these theories. The Illinois police chase remains one of the most well-documented and credible UFO sightings by police officers in recent history, and it continues to intrigue and puzzle those who study UFO phenomena. The second incident, the Cash Landrum incident. The incident took place on December 29, 1980, in Dayton, Texas, when Betty Cash, Vicki Landrum, and Colby Landrum were driving home from dinner. As they rounded a bend in the road, they saw a bright light in the sky. Initially, they thought it was a plane on fire or in distress, but as they got closer, they realized it was a massive diamond-shaped object with flames shooting out of the bottom. The object was said to be so hot that it melted the dashboard of their car and caused radiation burns to their skin. They reported the incident to the police, and an investigation was launched. The incident gained national attention when it was reported on television and in newspapers. The eyewitnesses were interviewed by various media outlets, and their story was featured on the television show, That's Incredible, in 1981. The case was investigated by several UFO researchers, including Stanton Friedman, who interviewed the witnesses and conducted his own investigation. According to his findings, the object was estimated to be approximately 60 feet wide and 20 feet tall. He also reported that the object was emitting a high-pitched whine, and the heat was so intense that it caused the witness's car to shake and vibrate. The incident was also investigated by the U.S. government. The witnesses reported seeing military helicopters in the area at the time of the sighting, leading some to speculate that the object was a secret military experiment. However, the government denied any involvement in the incident. Despite the investigation, no conclusive explanation was ever given for the object. Some skeptics have suggested that the object could have been a misidentified aircraft or helicopter, but the intensity of the heat and the radiation burns suffered by the witnesses have never been fully explained. The Cash Landrum incident remains one of the most well-known and credible UFO sightings in history, and it continues to intrigue and puzzle those who study UFO phenomena. In conclusion, these are just a few examples of some of the most credible UFO sightings by police officers. These sightings hold more weight due to the credibility of the witnesses, and the fact that they are trained to observe and report unusual activity. Despite the evidence, these incidents remain a mystery, leaving us to wonder what else might be out there in the vast expanse of the universe. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating topics.